Embark on a delightful journey exploring the enchanting world of Western desserts. Ever wondered how to recreate these sweet wonders in your own kitchen? Well, your sweet tooth is in for a remarkable journey. The Western desserts universe is a symphony of diverse and delectable treats, from the crisp, chewy symphony of chocolate chip cookies, the rich, creamy melody of cheesecake, to the warm, comforting ballad of apple pie. Each dessert has its own unique tale, a distinct harmony, and a special place in our hearts. Accompanied by a sweet symphony that perfectly complements the culinary magic unfolding before your eyes, we'll guide you through the process of crafting these delightful treats in this video. First up, we have the classic chocolate chip cookies. Just hearing the name can make your mouth water, right? This iconic dessert is a staple in Western cuisine, and believe it or not, they're quite simple to make. So let's get started on making your very own batch of these deliciously crunchy and delightfully sweet treats. To whip up these cookies, you'll need the following ingredients: unsalted butter, granulated white sugar, brown sugar, eggs, pure vanilla extract, all-purpose flour, baking soda, salt, and of course the star of the show, chocolate chips. Now, let's dive into the step-by-step process. First, you'll need to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. This is crucial because it gives your cookies that perfect golden brown color and crispy texture. While your oven is preheating, mix together your softened unsalted butter, granulated white sugar, and brown sugar in a bowl until it's creamy and well combined. Then, beat in your eggs, one at a time, followed by the vanilla extract. This is your wet mixture. In a separate bowl, whisk together your all-purpose flour, baking soda, and salt. This is your dry mixture. Gradually combine your wet and dry mixtures. Stir them together until they're just combined. You don't want to overmix it, as this can make your cookies tough. And now for the grand finale, fold in those mouth-watering chocolate chips. Once your dough is ready, drop rounded tablespoonfuls onto your baking sheet. Remember, keep enough space between each cookie to allow for spreading. Bake your cookies in your preheated oven for about 10 minutes, or until they're beautifully golden brown. Once they're done, let them cool on the baking sheet for a few minutes before transferring them to a wire rack to cool completely. And voila, there you have it. A batch of classic homemade chocolate chip cookies, crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside, and filled with chocolatey goodness. So, with these simple steps, you can make your very own batch of warm and gooey chocolate chip cookies. Scene script. Next, we're tackling the creamy and delicious cheesecake. First, let's gather our ingredients. You'll need some graham crackers, unsalted butter, granulated sugar, salt, and that's just for the crust. For the cheesecake filling, you'll need cream cheese, more sugar, sour cream, vanilla extract, and eggs. And of course, don't forget the lemon zest. It's the secret ingredient that gives the cheesecake its signature tang. Let's start with the crust. Crush the graham crackers into a fine crumb texture. Melt your butter and mix it with the crumbs, sugar, and a pinch of salt. Press this mixture firmly into the bottom of your spring-form pan to form the crust. Bake it for about 10 minutes until it's set and golden. While the crust is cooling, let's move on to the cheesecake filling. Beat the cream cheese until it's smooth and creamy. Slowly add in the sugar, making sure to beat well after each addition. Next, beat in the sour cream, vanilla extract, and lemon zest. Add the eggs one at a time, beating just until combined after each addition. Pour this creamy mixture over your cooled crust and smooth the top with a spatula. Bake your cheesecake in a water bath for about an hour until the center is set and the top looks slightly puffed. Cool the cheesecake in the oven with the door slightly ajar, then refrigerate it for at least 4 hours, or overnight if possible. When you're ready to serve, run a knife around the edge of the pan before you release the springform. This will help your cheesecake come out cleanly. Now slice it up and serve it as is, or with some fresh fruit or a drizzle of caramel or chocolate sauce. The result? A decadently creamy cheesecake with a buttery crust and a hint of tang from the lemon zest. It's a dessert that's sure to impress and satisfy your sweet tooth. And that's how you create a rich and smooth cheesecake right in your kitchen. Finally, we're going to whip up a classic apple pie. This timeless dessert is loved by many for its flaky crust and sweet yet tangy filling. It's a versatile treat that can be enjoyed on its own, or paired with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. So, let's get started. To make this dessert, we'll need some basic ingredients. For the crust, we'll need 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 2 sticks of unsalted butter. We'll also need 1/4 to 1/2 cup of ice water. For the filling, gather 6 to 7 cups of apples. Granny Smiths are a great choice for their tartness. You'll also need 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, a pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. To top it all off, we'll need 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Let's start by making the crust. Combine the flour, salt, and sugar in a bowl. Cut in the butter until the mixture resembles coarse crumbs. Gradually add the ice water, stirring until the dough comes together. Divide the dough in half, shape into discs, and chill for at least an hour. While the dough is chilling, we can prepare the filling. Peel, core, and slice the apples. Toss them in a bowl with the sugar, flour, salt, cinnamon, nutmeg, and lemon juice. Let this mixture sit for about 20 minutes to let the flavors meld together. Once the dough is chilled, roll out 1 disc for the bottom crust. Fill it with the apple mixture and dot with butter. Roll out the second disc and place it on top, crimping the edges to seal. Cut slits in the top crust for steam to escape. Bake the pie in a preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 50 minutes, or until the crust is golden and the filling is bubbly. Let it cool before serving. Voila! With these steps you can bake a sweet and tangy apple pie. So, we've talked about how to make 3 popular Western desserts at home. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? We started off with the crowd pleaser, the chocolate chip cookie. Remember the importance of the butter-sugar-egg ratio to create a delightful, chewy texture, and the secret ingredient? A pinch of sea salt to bring out the sweetness of the chocolate chips. Next, we delved into the creamy and tangy world of cheesecake. The key takeaway here is patience, especially while baking and cooling to prevent cracks. And let's not forget the crust. A perfect blend of crushed graham crackers, sugar, and melted butter provides a strong foundation for our creamy filling. Lastly, we explored the classic apple pie. The secret to a flaky pie crust lies in cold butter and a dash of vinegar. And for the filling, remember to balance the tart Granny Smith apples with the right amount of sugar and spices. But the real cherry on top? Always serve it warm with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Whether you're a novice baker or a seasoned pastry chef, these recipes are sure to delight. Each dessert has its unique charm, and they all share one thing in common. Love and attention to detail can truly elevate your dessert from good to great. Remember, practice makes perfect, so don't be afraid to try these recipes multiple times. We hope this guide helps you in your baking journey. The beauty of baking is that it's an art that allows for experimentation and creativity, and these Western desserts offer a delightful playground for your culinary skills. Each dessert we've explored today, the chocolate chip cookies, the cheesecake, and the apple pie, brings its own unique charm to the table, from the comforting crunch of cookies to the creamy allure of cheesecake and the warm, spiced notes of apple pie. We've provided you with the basics, but remember, the kitchen is your canvas. Feel free to add your own personal touch to each recipe. Just imagine the joy of serving your own homemade dessert at the end of a meal, or the satisfaction of biting into a cookie you made yourself. It's not just about the end product, but also the journey, the mixing, the baking, the aroma filling your kitchen, and the anticipation of the first bite. So why not give it a try? Take these recipes and make them your own. And if you're feeling a little nervous, don't worry. Remember, even the best bakers started from scratch. It's all part of the process, and each attempt, successful or not, brings you one step closer to becoming a master in your own kitchen. We would like to thank you for joining us in this sweet exploration of Western desserts. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. If you did, please consider subscribing to our channel so you won't miss out on our upcoming videos. We've got a lot more deliciousness coming your way. Don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and share it with your friends and family who might also be interested in baking. We'd love to hear about your baking experiences, so do leave us a comment below. Let's create a community where we can learn from each other and celebrate our baking victories, no matter how small. Until next time, happy baking. I'm happy.